Hey guys, thanks for joining us again for group fitness class. Today we are going to change things up a little bit. We are using some equipment, so if you have dumbbells and kettlebells at home, we're going to incorporate those into every one of our groups for today. We do have 4 groups of exercises, 4 movements per group. We're going to work 30 seconds for each movement, and then we're going to take 1 minute in between those groups. We're going to run through all 4 of those as many times as possible as the time allots for. So we're going to start with our demonstrations. We have got Andrew and Dominique helping us out. So for our first group, we're going to start with a floor press with the dumbbell. So we'll lay on our back. And we want to make sure to not have our elbows too far out, no chicken wing knees. So we want to stay in a little tighter with those elbows. And we're just going to press directly up from the chest. Give me some good reps. We've got Andrew doing an alternated version where he is holding one dumbbell above his head while he is pressing the other, over his chest, not his head, while he's pressing the other. And Dominique is pressing both at the same time. Both are equally good. It's just a little variation for break up the mountain. All right, guys, next move we're going to move into a kettlebell swing. So we'll get our kettlebells. We want to keep our chest up high. We want to have a slight bend in our knee. We want to really use our hip flexion and extension to get those kettlebells going. Core is nice and tight, and we're just looking to go eye level with that kettlebell, not overhead. Okay? Good, those are perfect. All right, guys, next movement in the group is going to be mountain climbers, so we want to make sure that we have a cardio movement in each one of these groups. Mountain climbers, we're going to get in a nice, we have a nice flat back, spine's nice and neutral. You can see both of them have their heads down, hands under their shoulders, so they're in a good, strong position. All right, here we go, mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, go. So Andrew is doing a strict mountain climber, and we have Dominique who is doing the modified version. So if these are a problem for your hips or your back or anything that's bothering you, you can always step them out that way. All right, guys, looking good. So let's roll over right there while we're on the ground, and we're going to do some bicycle crunches. Okay, we're going to have an ab movement in each one of these groups as well. Okay, so we're going to start hands behind our head or behind our ears is fine. We just want to make sure we're keeping our spine and our neck nice and neutral, not pulling that chin down into our chest. We want to get a good shoulder turn and making sure we are extending our legs as far out as possible. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good shoulder turn. Keeping that head neutral, that spine neutral, and just keeping our chest and our chin out of the chest, Good. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Perfect. All right, that's group 1. Remember, we're taking a minute rest in between each group, 30 seconds per movement. All right, let's talk about group 2. We're going to start with our dumbbell squat press. All right, so we're going to stand with our feet shoulder width apart. We want to keep our chest up when we're squatting, pushing those hips back. We're going to drive the dumbbells up as we come out of that squat. All right, guys, so we go 3, 2, 1, and go. Good squat and good press. Perfect. We want to push those knees out, making sure we don't have any collapse in there. Good, looking good. All right, good. Let's switch movements. We are going to do an RDL next with our kettlebell, so we want to get a narrow stance. I like to say we don't want to have our knees completely locked out, but we like to be around 98-99%, letting our arms just hang naturally. We're going to use our hip hinge, pushing our hips back, and really trying to activate those hamstrings. When you feel that hamstring activation, that's probably far enough. We don't want to really force this thing. The ground does not have to be the goal, okay? Slight bend in the knee, but we don't want to be, fully locked out, or we don't want to be bending too much that we don't get any hamstring activation. So, all right, guys, we can set those down. We're going to go into high knees. Dom's going to do the modified version. Andrew, you go ahead and do the strict version. 3, 2, 1, go. You can see he's using his arms, really trying to be powerful, driving those knees up and down into the floor. And Dom is just marching hers out, continually using her arms as well. Good. All right, 4th and final movement for the second group is, of course, an ab movement again, so we're going to penguins. So we're going to lay on our back. Remember, for this one, it's head and shoulders off the ground. We're keeping that chin up. We're not burying it into our chest, and we're going side to side, touching those heels. 3, 2, 1, and go. All we're doing is side to side, trying to get those obliques, keeping that core nice and active throughout that movement. If you can't reach your heels, you need to bring them back a little closer to you. Okay? 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, guys, we're going into group 3. We're going to get our dumbbells again. So you'll notice the pattern. Our first movement always uses our dumbbells. Our second movement, we use our kettlebell. Third movement is usually a cardio movement, and fourth is going to be an ab movement. Okay, so there's two ways of doing these. You can see the way they started, the way they've set up. Andrew's got a stagger stance, which I like too. And then Dom's got her toes even with each other. They're in a good line. So either way, we're going to do some front raises with the dumbbell. So we want to keep our core nice and tight. Let's go ahead and get a front raise, guys. Raising that knee to eye level, control on the way down, and then let's go into a lateral movement. So we're going front and lateral. Front and lateral. The key here is keeping your core nice and tight and making sure that we are controlling the dumbbell through the full range of motion on the way up and on the way down. Good job, guys. You can set those down. All right, we're going to get our kettlebell for our next movement. This is where we're going to do our deadlift to a high pull. Okay, so we want to get a slightly wider than maybe hip width stance. Let those arms hang naturally again. We're going to get that deadlift, and then we're going to get a upright row to the chin. Perfect. Setting those hips back, getting some good hip activation, and really pulling it up to the chin. We want that kettlebell to stay as close to our body as possible. We don't want to pull way out in front of us. Strong through the hands, keeping that core tight. Looking good. All right, guys, next move, our cardio movement for this group. I'm going to have Dom stepping out with the jumping jack, and I'm going to have Andrew going to do the strict version. 3, 2, 1, go. Normal jumping jacks. We want to go through that full range of motion with our arms. We're touching the top and touching the bottom. And of course, Dom is stepping those out, so those are perfect. All right, guys, last movement for this group is also an ab movement. We're going to do some flutter kicks, so we'll lay down on our backs. We'll go hands under our butt, we're going to go legs straight out, head and shoulders off the ground. Dom, I'll let you keep your head and shoulders down. That's just a modified version. And let's just kick our feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Good. And we're kicking. Remember, if head and shoulders off the ground is too much for you, you can let your head and shoulder blades rest. If you need those hands under your bottom, that'll help your low back a little bit. But if not, you can have them at your side, just like Dom has done right there. All right, guys, relax. Good. That's group 3. Remember to take your minute in between rounds. All right, round 4, we're going to start with some dumbbell lying tricep extension. So we're going to stay on our backs here. Andrew's going to do an alternating version, and Dominique's going to do both hands together. So we're going to have our arms extended straight up over our chest. We don't want any shoulder movement here. We want that all to come from bending the elbow. All right, guys, let's start here. We go 3, 2, 1, go. Perfect. We want to really control those dumbbells on the way down. We can be fast on the way up, but we got to be slow on the way down. We're looking for maybe a 3 count, 3 to 4 count on the way down, and we can be quickly on the way up. Looking good, perfect. All right, let's switch. Next movement, we're going to kettlebell goblet squats. So for this one, we want to keep that kettlebell close to our chest, feet shoulder width apart. We're going to push those hips back, trying to keep our chest up, get a good squat, keeping our core active. 3, 2, 1, squat. Good. Remember to keep your core active, drive those knees out on the way down and on the way up. Looking good, guys. All right, let's go into our second to last movement here. We're going to do push-ups. Andrew's going to do a strict push-up, and Dom is going to show us how to modify these. We're going hands under the shoulders, spine nice and neutral, back is flat, head is down. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's push the floor. You can see Andrew's doing a good job of keeping his elbows in. We're not chicken winging these, letting those elbows flare out too far. Dom's got the modified version going here. She's also keeping her elbows in. She's down on her knees, but she's at a good angle so that she's still working those chest muscles, shoulders, and those triceps. And remember, guys, don't hold your breath through those push-ups. All right, last but not least, we are going to do a bird dog. Bird dog doesn't seem like it's very, it's not a super intense movement, but it's an important movement. We're really trying to work on core stabilization. We want to stabilize those hips. Anti-rotation is the goal here, so we want to get good extension with the hand and the leg. We want to hold it for maybe a 2 count, squeeze at the top, and then we'll come back and switch. So let's go alternating bird dogs. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we want good extension. Really think about those hips and rotating. We're really fighting that rotation. We're fighting through core stability. Good squeeze at the top, guys. A couple more reps. So we get a look. You can see they're both keeping their heads down, so they're not up looking at the wall. Trying to keep their spines nice and neutral. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, guys, that's our group for today. Like I said, it's an AMRAP, so you can run through those 4 groups as many times as you want. 30 seconds per movement. 4 movements per group and 1 minute in between each one of the groups of 4. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.